last left off, your group made an alliance with one of the seafaring factions of Langston, one of the Leviathan hunting groups. You learned of a bit of conflict between their troop and the Bone Hunters, as it seems that Elhorn has grown more erratic as your group has been stirring up trouble in Winston. With that, you took on the task of joining a skeleton crew of Leviathan Hunters on a whim due to a sighting of a sizable kraken in the area. With that, you hunted the beast down and engaged it in combat. You lost over half of your crew, but Varric dealt the finishing blow, and as he pulled the harpoon out of the kraken's eye, as he felt the life leave it, there were a series of dark iron lampreys that were digging into his flesh, as what he pulled out was not the same harpoon as he pulled as he watches he unveils this massive, colossal trident. Varric, after being feasted on by these carnivorous eels, I imagine you're not looking so hot.
I was not looking so hot before that.
Perfect. So you might be feeling a little lightheaded, and as the sound kind of fades in and out, slowly warbling in, you hear shouts from the captain to reel the beast in, as you just now notice that you are starting to sink.
My boots don't work? Or my ring doesn't work?
Well, you're still above water.
Oh.
You're on the head of the kraken, but the whole thing is beginning to sink.
Oh,
and
cool.
You recall,
Yeah, okay.
the whole point of coming out here was not to kill a Leviathan, but it was to bring it back. So, as this is happening, I'd like everyone to start out by rolling some initiative.
Oh god. Are we like all in the water?
Wait, I have real dicers.
I can't remember if like I was in the water on the ship.
I think Varric
For sure was in the water.
now.
I was on the
Varric
crack.
is the only
Yeah.
one that's not. Everyone make your rolls. I'm going to quickly grab this if possible.
So my girlfriend got me these Star Wars Oreos that are different colors, blue and red. And she got like 6 boxes of them. And all of them were red except this last box. I just opened this now. They taste the same.
Do they? That was my
They
one
just taste
question.
They just taste like regular Oreos. It's different coloring.
That's
Oh, somebody has +8 to their initiative, but I don't remember who.
Pierce.
I believe it.
I remember it wasn't me.
how long does that last?
Like a
8
day.
hours.
8 hours.
Oh, well, might as well add it.
A work day.
Yeah, definitely a day.
Jesus.
Eyeballs.
Okay, so Cass is also in the water.
Oh yeah, you're hugging the kraken. Oh, cat.
Okay. So let's get some initiative rolls, please.
33.
15.
21.
33.
18.
What's your normal initiative boost, Pierce?
I picked up alert, so it's 9.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Okay. So let me do this. I'm going to give you guys just a still shot. Okay. So that was the scene where we last left it.
What was that disclaimer?
So with that, you all are going to be able to act as this thing is sinking. So basically, there's going to be a set amount of initiative sequences before it completely sinks, depending on what you're able to do. Now, Discord's lagging a bit. Are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, got you.
Okay.
I think we were all just very muted in our nods.
Well, no, I just on my end, just the video's lagging really bad. Okay. So you all beat the layer action initiative score, so you can choose who goes where.
Are they trying to get harpoons in it to
Yeah.
reel it back up?
The crew.
Yeah.
Let me actually roll for their initiative. Where's my? I'm missing the most important dice. Oh, here it is. It just looks like the. They got a natural 1 on their initiative, so right now they're not doing anything. In fact, they don't know that the Kraken's dead, so they are firing wildly at the tentacles that are still like reflexively kind of roiling around. And you see the captain yelling orders to pin it down, but not. You get the sense that he does not understand that it's dead.
Okay. I will run, swim up to the sinking Kraken head. I still have a rope around me because I like jumped off with a rope tied. So I'll begin untying it, like looking at Varric. That's a huge fucking weapon. We gotta stick this thing here. And I just,
Pretty cool, right?
we're gonna talk about that. That's awesome.
It's kind of connected to me physically.
Shit.
Oh, speaking of which, Varric, you can go into your inventory and search up the item, the Embrace of the Uncaring Sea, and add it to your inventory.
It is added to my inventory.
Okay, there you go.
Am I attuned to it already?
Yep.
Cool. What could possibly go wrong?
I'll Misty step up to the deck of the ship, leaving the rope down there, and just try to wave down the captain.
Okay.
And I guess that's my turn.
So you're gonna Misty step up to where the captain is?
Yeah, if we're doing initiative. Well, I don't know where the captain is, but I'm just going like straight up, closest to where the boat is to me.
Yeah, that's fine. You can absolutely do that. You watch that slowly the tentacles are like beginning to sink beneath the waves.
Throw me one of those spears. Anyone?
So you're shouting at the crew to grab you spears.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on top of it. Try and
Okay.
get some, you know, ties off.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, fuck the captain.
Okay. So let's try to take things one at a time. So, Cass, your initiative. Are you done with your turn? Because you Misty stepped off. You still would have your action.
Okay. I'll call for the captain and then go to the cannon next to me. Does it have like a grappling hook
Yeah, it's got like a harpoon.
in it?
Yeah.
I'll attempt to fire that at the head.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make an unskilled dexterity roll.
Natural 1.
Fuck! I'm on the head.
I know. Great start. Plus my dexterity is 3.
Okay, so Varric, you take 10 points of damage as your calf is just completely pierced by this large harpoon that's meant to.
I'm unconscious.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So
Really?
as this fires through Varric's leg, you watch as he drops off and falls into the water and begins to sink.
Does it?
The ring doesn't work when I'm sleeping?
Nope.
That sucks.
The harpoon misses the kraken head, so it's just like out in the water.
The harpoon hit Varric.
Am I stuck on it?
Oh, can we
Are you
reel him
are you
into that?
attached or is he stuck? Can I reel
No,
him in?
it grazed the kraken,
Okay.
and it's. I mean, you could pull Varric up by his leg meat.
Okay. Yeah.
If you could pull Varric up.
As long as that's an option. Sorry, but I think I can get you up next turn.
It's okay.
Okay.
This weapon is insane.
So with that,
Probably cursed as all hell too.
So cursed.
Yeah, whatever.
so does anyone else want to take initiative as Varric and the kraken are both sinking?
Oh, do I have to make a death save? It's my turn.
No, it's not.
Again, you guys
Oh.
can interpose your initiative counts if you want to.
Then I'll wait until I have to go, I guess. I was just about to use my lay on hands too.
Oh, I'm in the wrong.
Would have been hella clutch.
So is anyone else going, or I'm going to ask Varric to make a death
Oh.
save?
How far am I from Varric? Where? I don't see myself on the map.
You're up there on the top deck.
Yeah, Smoothie, you're on the top.
Okay.
I'm sinking in the water.
Yes, you were
Yes.
sinking.
Quickly.
Okay.
I don't know why I stumbled over that.
So Moogie is gonna jump and swan dive into the water upon seeing Varric being knocked unconscious.
Really
And,
cool.
start to pull him up using the chain or however means he can get Varric back up to the surface of the water. Am I able
Okay.
to do that?
Yeah. Um, give me an athletics check, and because you are in your astral self, you can use wisdom instead of strength.
Damn it, I'm not wearing that armor, so I don't have advantage on death saves.
Fuck.
23.
Whoa!
So Samugi dives in, and like a magical gnomish lifeguard, you see him pop up to the surface, kind of swimming backwards with Varric's head above the water. You see a like deep red pool as Varric is bleeding out right now from the wound in his leg. As Samugi just gets up to the side of the ship.
Are the eels still in my arms? Am I still holding the weapon?
The weapon is attached to you.
Awesome. Good.
Varric is up on the ship.
He's at the bottom of the ship, still in the water.
Okay. If I'm able to, I'm gonna use a healing potion on him,
Okay, yeah, I'll allow that.
which is 2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll it?
Yeah, go for it.
6 points of healing. Back in the game.
And then I'm gonna invert back up to the deck.
And leave me there?
I'm not gonna pull you up by your leg meat.
It's okay.
Okay.
I'm conscious now. I assume I can water walk again.
Yeah, you can. You are kind of hamstrung right now because you have this like barbed harpoon that's stuck in your leg. But you can pull yourself to the surface of the water and get yourself onto your feet.
Can I remove the harpoon?
You'll probably do so at the cost of some damage. How are you hoping to remove it? It's a barbed harpoon that's halfway through your leg.
Well, my question is this. Will I take damage continually if I have a harpoon sticking out of my leg?
For now, no.
Okay. It's metal?
Depending on other factors.
It's metal or wood?
The harpoon?
The shaft. Not the-
It's all metal on a metal chain.
It's in my calf muscle?
Yes.
How deep?
It's about like a 4-foot harpoon, and it's like perfectly halfway.
So if I pulled it directly backwards, I'd have to rip through my calf muscle.
That'd be a terrible idea.
That'd be the wrong way.
Yeah, well, the other way is backwards on the barb. I'll just keep it. We'll run with that for now.
Our options are slim right now.
Yeah, I am gonna use my action then to lay hands on myself
Okay.
for 15 points of wake up juice.
Alright. You can do that. That's your action.
I'd like to go back over to the Kraken head if I have the movement too.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. And I'll wait for someone else to throw a harpoon at me, I guess.
Okay. That's Varric's go. We've got Sandara is the only one left.
I will telekinesis a harpoon Oh, wait a second. How many harpoons are on the ship, and what size are they?
Let's see how many are left. So you've got 6 big ones after one went through Varric's leg. And then you've got 16 medium-sized ones.
Okay. I will animate them using animate objects.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
How many are you animating?
So it says I can do up to 10 small or I'm trying to see how many mediums.
Spell.
What?
Did you switch over to the new 2024
Yeah,
spells?
so I have
Yeah,
no idea what this is. I'm
I
like,
also switched all my spells.
So it's now spellcasting ability modifiers. That's what? Actions. Don't even know where to find that on my thing anymore. Okay, 5. So 5 medium ones?
5
Or
medium.
2 large ones and 1 medium one.
They made that so confusing.
I
I'm
know,
absolutely lost in a wall of text.
So I would say the large harpoons would be medium-sized objects,
Oh, heck yeah.
and the medium-sized harpoons would be small objects.
Okay.
Because like I look at this, and when I see large, like I think about like a large bookcase.
Okay, yeah.
So like accounting for the bulk and the mass, yeah. So how many of which harpoons are you using here?
I'm doing 5 large ones.
Okay. So
They all smell like
okay, so do you want to describe this, or do you want me to?
Can you describe it?
Okay. So, as I imagine Cass kind of sheepishly backs away from the smoking gun, Sundara's wall of force slowly, like, vanishes as she begins concentrating on a new spell, because I think that's a concentration spell.
Yes.
And you watch as kind of like static fills the air, and her hair begins to, like, lift on its own. And you watch as harpoons that are loaded into these cannons slowly kind of unspool and like kind of menacingly just eject themselves slowly, and then they all in unison just kind of like angle towards different parts of the body of this kraken and then just jet into the water. Because of how awesome this is, I'm going to give you a bonus, a d6 to add to these attacks. So go ahead and roll for each harpoon attack you're doing.
Goodness. Everything's different. I don't like it.
I like this new
I'm assuming
spell.
it's just a straight attack roll. I can't tell, so I'm assuming that's what it is.
Yeah, if you're not sure, go ahead and do a spell attack roll for each one.
lowest is a 16.
Okay, what's your second lowest?
17.
What's your third lowest?
18.
What's your fourth lowest?
21.
So 3 of them miss.
No,
Whoa.
that's not bad. It's not
And
bad.
you added that d6.
Oh no, I just did my spell attack. So, then the lowest would have been a. Sorry, I don't do math before 6 a.m.
You're good.
Would have been
the,
a 20.
the AC is a 19 here.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, then the lowest is a 20 plus the 6.
Okay. Okay. So all of these harpoons sink into the creature. So we're going to go to a lair action now. So that was 5 harpoons.
Mm-hmm.
And I think before this there was 1 harpoon attached to 1 tentacle. So I am now going to roll to see if it begins to sink or not. Okay, it does not begin to sink. So with that, you begin to hear cheers on the ship as it looks like for now the Kraken is secured. It is actually pulled closer, and the crew kind of begins to climb down the netting on the side of the ship to begin to tie big parts of the tentacles to the hull of the ship. And they're working on securing it. As this is happening, I would like 3 perception checks, please.
Not me.
7. Sorry, guys.
Unnatural 20.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
15.
Okay, so this is fitting. Samugi, you would notice that there are 2 ships that are heading towards approaching your position. One of them appears to be kind of narrow and close to the water and moving at speed. It also pretty clearly has what looks like a post with a wrecking ball on it. The other ship just looks like a large juggernaut warship that's moving at you at speed. They appear to be flying the flags of the Bone Hunters.
Are the Bone Hunters flags like a standard skull and crossbones?
That would make sense.
It actually looks like the beginning of a skull, but it's like a fleshy skull with like a beard of tentacles coming off of it.
Disgusting. Wow.
No way.
I'm here. I'm restarting my computer.
You're cursed.
What?
It's having a hard time running all these applications at the same time, which is weird because
That is weird.
it seemed to do fine before. So I'm just gonna restart it and see what happens.
Oh no.
Yeah, like the whole time Discord is like completely frozen, so I just see like a still shot of everyone in like an action pose, and I can't tell if like when you hear me, if you can actually hear me, and then like the music's kind of cutting out and everything's going real slow, so I'm gonna just restart and see what happens.
Smokey's gonna alert the rest of the crew.
Okay. So the crew is made aware. At this point, the Kraken is tied down. Everyone is kind of going into essentially like battle stations.
Our boat is still sinking?
Awesome.
The boat was never sinking. It was the Kraken you were trying to attach to it.
Oh.
Name of the boat
so
that
is it-
we're on?
Okay.
As
Oh.
they're approaching.
I'll throw down ropes and get everybody who's still in the water on board.
Okay, you can do that.
Is it both you two? Clock, are you in the water?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
I'm on the ship.
You're
There,
muted,
you're
James.
muted.
I think it's just me in the water.
Okay.
I'd like to climb said rope.
Okay.
Yeah. Still have a harpoon in your leg.
Yeah, and there's a giant trident attached to my arms.
Okay.
I'm working at a deficit here.
I will cast aid on Varric. Who else is really hurt?
I'm fine.
So everybody.
Fine for the-
Okay.
I mean,
Myself.
I'll take it.
And okay. And Cass, which is 15 HP.
Very nice.
It also increases your maximum by 15, but I don't know if that matters without a healer.
Also,
I don't know how to do that, so I'll just try to remember.
well, I'm nowhere near my max, so it doesn't really matter.
Sundara, can you do anything about this? So just looking down at Varric as we pull him aboard.
Yeah, those 15 hit points, that's all I got.
Okay.
I can... Yeah, if we can cut the chain, if we just pull it out the other way.
It's a giant chain.
Let's see.
When do you guys have to
wait.
pull? When are you guys going to pull it out?
Okay, well, let's...
I'll lay down on the deck.
Oh, wait a second. When I
Creative.
used my healing potion, I was accidentally looking at Varric's item list. But I have a greater healing potion. I knew I had a healing potion, but mine's a greater healing potion. Can we retroactively re-roll that?
So what you could do is, if you burn through both of them, I'll let you roll for the greater now, and you lose both.
Okay. Alright, then I'll do that. I'll use my greater healing potion on Varric.
Okay.
Wait, so I had a healing potion?
You did have a
Alright.
healing.
You
Yeah.
do not anymore.
Okay.
I used it.
What's... Okay. On me.
The greater should be 4d4 plus 4.
It is, yeah.
Alright, here I go. 4, 2, 7, 11, 44 plus 4,
Mm-hmm.
15. Boom. Ah. What did I do? Nothing.
Okay.
51 points.
I mean, I could teleport him off of it, but
What?
And getting lowish on spell.
Yeah,
And I think we got.
Just
Yeah, there's shit
pull it
happening.
out.
I mean, somebody get the captain. I'm sure this happens all the time. There's got to be a way to cut the chain.
You watch as the captain heads over, and he just goes, "Well, it's a fine job, everyone. Fine job indeed. However, we're not out of the woods yet. Looks like we've got some trouble." And
Oi.
he looks down at your leg and just goes, "Looks like you've been hit, sailor.
Yeah, I kind of got that.
I can get that for you." And he
Yeah.
reaches into his coat, pulls out what looks like a little flask of liquor, and begins to uncork it, and walks over towards your leg. Begins to pour liquor all down your wound.
What kind of liquor is it?
It smells like whiskey, and you take 2 points of acid damage.
Cool. What?
Good lord.
What happens? I just take damage?
You just take the damage.
Cool.
Oh God.
That'll keep it from getting infected.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping you could yank it out or something.
I could do that as well. Which end do you want me to pull from?
Well, I don't want the pokey end going in, seeing as it's barbed.
So we'll go through and through, have someone cut the chain.
Alright.
He calls over another sailor, they're going to try to rip it out. Do a, let's see, DC 13, freezing strength. Okay. So you're going to take another 6 points of slashing damage as it goes through. Someone's going to be able to cut the chain, and then they'll bind your leg with some rags for the bleeding, and you are freed.
Ah,
And he kind of looks at over all your group and just goes, things you've heard about your group, we thought you'd have a healer with you.
what we usually do.
Say no more. And he walks away. At this point, the other two ships, it looks like they're about 3 minutes out. You look around, and the crew just looks pretty dejected at this point. The thrill of actually bringing down a Leviathan of this size, this would be pretty life-changing for them. But you can see they're pretty, resigned to having this haul just pillaged by the bone hunters at this point. So you look around and morale is pretty low.
I'll go to the front of the ship.
Okay. It looks like they're not even really preparing for a battle. It looks like they're preparing to just hand over this Leviathan.
Cass, do you wanna
Is this a ship
Oh.
full of yellow bellies or a ship
like
full
he's
of
not.
men? You let these bone-knockers walk all over you. Take your prize. Our fellow boatmates died for this Leviathan. Will you have them die in vain?
Give me a persuasion check.
Awesome. My best skill.
With a spiritual
Unnatural 20.
advantage.
Oh!
See, there you go. Had it in you the whole time.
As there's this kind of long silence, you watch as one of them stands up and just goes, "Well, ready the cannons." And they all just get up and just like a clockwork device, like gears moving, things are just getting ready, and they are preparing to die.
Nice. Hey.
The captain gives you a look and just gives you like a a nod.
Yeah. I give him a nod and take out my corncob pipe that I magically gained from being a sailor.
Yeah.
Prestidigitation it.
I forgot. I do have prestidigitation.
Yep. Good job,
And
Captain.
he walks up to you and just goes, I hope that pokey stick of yours has got some way to get you through this, because I would have given that speech myself if I didn't think it'd be giving them false hope.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, Captain. I have no idea what this stick does, but we're about to fucking find out.
That's well and fine. I'm ready to die as any other day.
Jesus
But today,
Christ.
it's a blaze of glory.
All right, nobody's dying. This isn't the first time we've done this. Okay, this might be a highlight of your life, Captain.
I go over to Pierce. I'm like, I'm just trying to.
Who?
I'm sorry, Cass.
Some random guy on the ship whose
I-
name happens to be Pierce.
I go to Cass. I'm like, I'm just trying to, pump him up. I
No,
don't think we're gonna die.
I agree, but this captain seems to.
Let
Great.
him have his just what he wants. You know. He's an old man. He dies soon anyways.
All right, yeah, I guess all that I like whisper away from the captain. All that matters really is that we get out of this. So, you know, these would be nice friends, but. Anyways, you really though you have no idea what that sword does, because like maybe you can find out.
Well, it's not really a sword. It's more of like a spear. It's okay. I know you don't know weapons.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you mean I don't know what it does? I mean it evokes stuff.
Stabs things. Yeah. Yeah. I guess that's really all
It's-
it kind of needs to do.
It's
Huh?
fucking huge. Is all I know. Probably intimidating as fuck.
Okay.
Lord.
As you're having this conversation, more time passes, and at this point, you get a better look at the ships as they are now within a couple 100 feet out. You see that it looks like there's a pretty small crew on each, and it looks like every single crew member of these ships are giants.
Oh, we fucked one of those up right quick.
The smaller ship looks like it's got a metal barrel coming off of it, with like the front of it just turns into what looks like a metal barrel, and around it are just like these stone carvings of what look like a dragon. And on the side of it, kind of carved in giant. Does anybody read giant?
I can read all
there's-
writing, I think.
Okay, so carved in giant, you see the name Little Maw on this ship. Flanking you from the other side and moving towards you is a more traditional, essentially boarding ship. This one, you see in giant speak carved on the side. This just says the Devil's Kite. So with that, these ships approach.
Which one has the
and get
breaking
within-
ball?
The Little Maw does.
Maybe we disable the breaking ball first.
Yeah, we're kind of just ducks in the water right now.
With that,
Oh.
as the ships approach, you hear a booming voice come out. As you see what looks like a two-headed giant.
What?
And it's standing on kind of the barrel of the ship.
Are both heads talking at the same time?
At this point, only one head talks.
Okay.
It just goes, "Ahoy! My name's Sorghum, and I'm the captain of this vessel." And at this point, you hear the second head, just yell out, "Co-captain!" And he's like, "Right, co-captain of this vessel." And interrupting him, the second head goes, "And my name's Rolus, co-captain of this vessel." And he just goes, "I was getting to that bit." And they bicker for a second, but he just goes, Sorghum begins to speak again and just says, "It seems that you've got something that looks like you've been fishing in waters that don't belong to you. So it'd be best if you just leave us your take and we all go about our ways."
I thought the ocean was like free waters.
Nope, you'd be mistaken. These is bone unto waters they are.
How much did it cost to buy the waters?
He kind of scratches his head and he like turns to his co-captain and he's like, "Let me confer with my co-captain." And the other one, he kind of like smacks him on the head and just goes, "You're clearly buying for time.
No,
Best
no.
drop it or we'll wreck you."
Let me see the deed. To
That's
the
it, we're
waters.
wrecking you.
Alright.
Do the wrecking thing. And he just like waves his hand. Everyone, go ahead and roll initiative.
What are we doing?
We gotta fight.
We're just letting them do this to us. Jesus Christ.
Okay. What are everyone's initiative rolls?
30.
Jeez.
What's
20.
the lowest?
18.
Ooh,
5.
damn.
There we go.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to have us go by the initiative of the ship. So I'm going to take the median, and just based on what I rolled and the fact that you rolled a 30, you guys are going first.
Way to go, us.
So the rust bucket and everyone on board will be able to act at the same time.
Wait, our boat is called the Rust Bucket?
Yep.
I don't remember
get-
that. That doesn't sound great.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. They've got. Okay. The wrecking ball is at the front of their ship. Oh no, it's right there. I see.
Yeah. That's a cool dragony thing.
That is.
Did you create that, Alex?
I took a slab that someone else created and I popped it in here.
Cool. Even better.
Nice. Those are great things.
Is there a way for me to get over to that boat with the wrecking ball?
Yes.
Other than
What?
running on the water? Which I'm not opposed to doing, but...
Is this really a run right at them and kill everything we see on sight kind of situation, you think?
Yeah, what if we,
What's the other option you have?
We have a whole ship, is all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
You think we're gonna outrun either one of them?
No.
No, but I think if we're gonna start cannoning the crap out of them, then you being on that might.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Good idea. Let's see how this goes. I was just trying to take out the wrecking ball, because cannons or not, that seems really dangerous.
Yeah.
You watch as you're kind of having this panic discussion, one of their crew kind of gets behind the levers as there's the order to man the wrecking ball, and you watch as this arm begins to extend and whip around this way. So with that in mind, I'll just start calling out. Cass, what are you doing as this is happening?
I'm looking up new. I'm looking up spells. Trying to see the range on the spell. 120 feet. Alright, I'm gonna run as far down the ship as I can. I don't know. Is the wrecking ball? Can I get within 120 feet of it?
Yes.
I will hold out a hand with a shiny new ring on it, and use the Wall of Force spell on the ring Sindara gave me, and try to shape panels around the wrecking ball, like 10 by 10 foot panels, to just enclose it with the mast part.
Okay. So you watch as it is like extending and violently like winding up to the right so that it can swing to the left. At what point in that cycle are you trying to do this? Are you trying to do it like mid-swing to potentially break the apparatus? And one thing you notice, by the way, the wrecking ball on this thing, there appears to be multiple extra ones, and based on the mechanism, you give me a intelligence jack of all trades check.
9.
Yeah, there's multiple of these wrecking balls, so it looks like they're prepared to like reattach more balls onto this thing, or
Okay.
whatever that means. So at what point in the cycle of this swing are you attempting to do this?
Yeah, if it's actively swinging, I'm gonna wait until it's like closer to the ship, for distance reasons, and to just stop it dead in its tracks mid-swing.
Okay. Give me a spellcasting ability check.
Are you trying to stop the ball or the arm?
My plan was like the ball. Well, I didn't know it was like mid-swing, but it was like the ball and attaching around the arm of it. Like the wall can't move. Do I add proficiency? Or is it just...
Yeah. Spellcasting ability check.
18.
Okay. So, would someone kindly roll a luck check for me? Just a d20. For your purposes, you're hoping for less than a 13.
3.
Wow. Okay.
You said less than 13, right?
This is so stupid.
It-
So, you watch as their crew is almost celebrating at this point, and as they rear the wrecking ball back, you watch as there is like this whole thing is like an arcane apparatus. This reeks of some kind of collusion between Langston pirates and artificers out of Karsus Folly. And you watch as that wrecking ball rears back. It begins, the top half of it and the bottom begin twisting in opposite directions, and you watch as there are like blue beams of light that are shooting out of like tiny little pinholes all over, almost making like like an orthodromic and antidromic disco ball. And as it rears back to swing, you watch as Cass holds up this ring, and there's this like sheen in the air. The control arm immediately shatters into some invisible force, and the ball itself somehow wraps under this wall of force, comes around the other side, and it hits the barrel of the ship, and you watch as the two-headed ogre just has this oh fuck look of just pure surprise, and then there is just this silhouette, like out in the distance of the same ogre, like in the sky, as there is a blinding flash of an arcane explosion. The ogre and everyone in this general vicinity takes 190 points of damage.
Oh, that would have
What?
effed us up. Jesus.
I rolled 2 D100s, and the number I rolled was 190.
Jeez.
Oh.
The bow of the ship breaks in half and begins to sink. There is a single survivor on this ship,
That's a
and it's
lot of
this
space.
guy who is now in the water.
Dude, you got a Sef Q. That's the only way to do it. They all got like blasted in the air? That's crazy.
Well, here's the thing.
Team
Looks like they
Rocket,
kind of
bro.
disintegrated.
Here's the thing, actually. Because as you recall, there were a bunch of these other charges on board the ship.
Oh, fuck.
I'd
Did
like
we
to-
just
Set off a nuke.
I'd like to
nuke?
back away from the edge.
So I'm gonna roll that same luck check for each of these.
Not bad.
Fail. Success. 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 Okay, so another one blows up. Out of 5 of them, just one more explodes, you lucky fuckers.
Oh.
Okay.
And for the most part, it's... Let's do a vector roll to see if it... We'll do another luck check to see if it got, like, launched out or just stays in the ship. Okay, so it's going to stay in the ship. So you watch as the ship, it almost looks like some kind of force just, like, forced it underwater, because as the bow breaks, the whole thing just, like, implodes, and there's a secondary explosion somewhere underwater. You hear something on board your ship. You hear wood panels breaking as a ripple of explosive energy just exudes from like this epicenter of this ship, and there is just ruin coming from this area.
Does it affect that their guy that was in the water?
He's dead now.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
He with the second one, he's dead.
Sorry, bud.
No one lives to tell the tale.
As we look over to this second ship, you see this frost giant at the back of the ship just let out a war cry and hold up a giant axe, and these large, like, two-sided harpoons that are connected, like these dual harpoons, are pointed at you all.
Did he see what just happened?
Yeah, this guy's got balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he saw that essentially you did something to the apparatus of the ship, and it just exploded into itself.
Flicked
Cool.
the wrist
So-
and they died. He's like, let's go.
Yeah, so, I mean, they're right now in, like, a blind rage. Okay, that was Cass's turn. Holy shit.
Way to
so
go,
who else
Cass.
is gonna be
How much
taking
damage does
Okay.
Cass?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cass just
that's-
sinks an entire
Uh,
ship.
he is trembling in surprise right now.
I mean, just for the hell of it, I'll roll the second one.
Okay.
So the second one was 30 points of damage.
So,
Okay. Reasonable.
220.
To like 5 people in the ship.
Yeah.
I mean, 220 is pretty high. It's fucking crazy. Alright, guys, I'm gonna be burning some smites here. Gotta be 220.
Yeah, mentally checklisting that. as the record.
Okay, so yeah. With that, is anyone taking initiative, or are you wanting to wait until something happens?
Are we lined up cannon-wise?
You are lined up.
What amount of skill would it take for me to fire one of those?
You know how cannons work. You could do it.
Cool, I want to shoot one.
You also have crewmates that are manning these.
Oh, well then let them do it. Okay.
Okay. So we'll start with the crew. There's 2 cannons on the side. I mean, like, this ship isn't made for this kind of warfare, so
No, it's so cool though.
so yeah. So they're gonna fire their 2 cannons first. So 2 shots are going to go into the hull, and no crewmates are going to be injured, but the ship is going to take damage. So their ship takes 50 points of damage. All right. Now I'll ask for the last time. Is anyone taking initiative? Otherwise, I'm going to go.
I'll go. I will. Yeah, I've got range. I'm gonna activate innate sorcery. I don't know if it's gonna help, but it's new and I want to do it. And then I'm going to cast Control Water. And let's.
I think you had that spell.
I took it because we were gonna be on ships. Let's see.
Tidal wave. Tidal
I'm
wave.
trying to decide between tidal wave and just parting the water underneath their ship.
Oh, pull a Moses on them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna Moses them. It's hard to fire your cannons if you're like below the level of our ship, you know?
Poses a few problems, yeah.
Yeah. That's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I've got 300 range. It's a cube of 100 feet. And let's see, cause water in the area to part. Yeah.
Guys, I think we can take over Langston.
God. I just want you guys to know, if we get into a fight, I'm like one giant hit away from back down.
Yeah.
Just so we know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how you say
Okay,
that
so-
after you did try to
so
run across water.
Here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do, Jasmine.
Yes.
Because there is specifically a mechanic here that was directed for sinking ships regarding this spell, and I assume that's kind of what you're trying to do here, I'm going to default to using that mechanic, and you, like, parting the water beneath them to have it, like, collapse on top of them is, like, the flavor of how you're attempting to do that. Is
Love
that
it.
fair?
Yep.
Isn't it like a 20% chance every round
Mm-hmm.
to sink?
Oh, God. Okay.
And it's concentration. I've got nothing else to concentrate on.
Yeah.
I mean, that'll
okay.
hit eventually.
Yeah, for
If-
like
if
I
not
think it's,
right
like,
now.
up to 10 minutes. So I'm just gonna sit here just.
So I
F
am
you
going
guys.
to roll. I'm going to roll the D4 of fate here. If I roll a 1, this encounter that was supposed to be difficult becomes non-existent. I'm going to feel real dumb about pasting these assets into this map.
Oh, God.
Okay, I rolled a 2.
Nice.
So the ship is like essentially being sunk right now as you part the waters beneath it. As this happens, it looks like they've got these like double-sided harpoons that fire attached to a ship, so that there's like a bridge that they can run across. So it's like siege tactics. They're trying to fire these bridges directly onto your ship.
Like that
So
one.
Sundara, you're again going like full like X-Men storm here, like levitating in the air, like lightning's brewing, and then just like you are just like creating a bowl that their ship is like whirlpool falling into as you can like the water becomes more and more clear as it becomes less dense, and you can almost see the seafloor as they're just being pushed down.
I got a magic stick.
Yeah.
Okay, is anyone else doing anything?
I'm waiting to see where the bridge attaches so I can stab the first person.
So
coming.
are you gonna? I'll allow you to hold an action.
Yes.
Or yeah, sure.
To vote.
And Smoogie, you can kind of do the same if you wish. Where you can kind of hold an action for where you feel the bridges are going to connect.
Okay, I'll
Okay. So that's going to bring us to their go. They're going to fire 3 of these boarding. Okay. So all 3 are going to hit. So there's going to be 3 bridges here, pretty much right to the left of this cannon, and then here. And they're going to spend 3 of their warriors are going to full dash to make it over.
Okay, I'd like to poke. Can I roll the poke?
Yes, you can.
Come on, baby.
I like to imagine that it's less they want to get on our ship and attack us, and more that they're escaping their capsizing ship.
I mean, in a sense, you're not wrong.
24 to hit the first one. And that
Hang
is
on.
-3.
Missing a big one. There he is.
Whoa.
And these Oni fly, so they can make it out to here. Okay, so Varric, you're swinging first. That 24 hits.
The second attack.
Now, I will say this. As you actually wield this thing with the intent to kill, you get this very eerie sense that something is right over your shoulder watching you. It's something that you have to push out of your mind because of the situation that you're in, but it's very clear that like you are not alone. So your first strike hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. We're also gonna stone strike it. It needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
DC 17.
Wow, how does he not have proficiency in strength saves? I failed.
He goes 10 feet.
10 feet.
Okay, he's in the water.
Cool.
Nice.
Okay. Can I stab another person?
No. There's no one else in range.
I can't walk over to that other guy in the middle?
This was a held action, so I'm going to say no.
Damn.
Smoothie, you can take your strikes on the fire giant, though.
Sorry, what was that?
You can take your strikes on the fire giant here, just with your action.
Okay,
for
I'll do that.
action. So you don't get the bonus action part.
Okay. I rolled a 25 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Then I can just take one action, no bonus actions, you said?
Yes.
I did 9 points of damage, and then how many Titan Butcher D4s do I get?
Oh god.
Some music.
You get 3 per.
So 6 total?
Yeah.
So 8 science. Okay, so that's 17 points of damage, and I'm gonna add a stunning strike.
Okay. Oh my god.
Oh wait, and I get a D8. Wait, what? I get a D8 for empowered arms, so let me add that to the damage.
Go ahead.
That's another 3 points of damage. And what happened with my stunning strike?
I mean, I'm a giant with a massive Constitution score and proficiency, and I rolled a natural 1.
Good stuff.
Okay. He's stunned. Okay, that's going to bring us to top of the round. Essentially, everyone else. So all your guys' crew can go. I'll just start with the crewmates to sort of set the stage. You know what? The captain is going to tell them not to let up. He's going to tell them to continue to go in on the ship as it's just in the bowl. He's just going to go, fire at will! And they're just going to be, like, screaming as they're, like, firing these cannons right as these giants are boarding their ship. And they're going to leave them to you.
Nice.
Good.
If no one else wants to go, I want to poke this guy in the
It's another 80 points to the ship.
Fucking shit.
Poke away.
Okay. You're going, Mr. Stack?
Hey, unless someone else wants to do something.
I can be patient.
Yeah, it's not
Cool.
pressing.
Yeah, I'd like to poke the middle guy.
Great.
Come on, big numbers. Okay. 20. Unnatural. Just
Okay, that hits.
give me a 19, baby. 19.
Oh, hold on.
What?
All of these attacks
Or minus 3.
well, they're no. They're this is weird because the -3 is built in because it's a +3 weapon, but these all have a -5 to them
Wait.
because they have to be Great Weapon Master.
Oh. Okay.
And the 10 is already built into the damage.
Is it?
So yeah.
So last time he would have taken more damage. But that's...
Well, how much damage does it say it does?
2d6 plus 5, 10. And 2d6 necrotic.
Yeah. So it's 4d6 plus like 10 plus your modifier. So it's like 4d6 plus 15, but they're all at -5.
So
I didn't make that clear in the item because I was supposed to go through there and customize the -5 part in, but these are all at -5.
So that's 18.
That still
So
hits.
Okay. The other guy
Yeah,
was 24.
Don't forget,
so-
these are 4d6 plus 15 for each hit.
6, 12. 4, 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 19. 19 plus 10, or 19 plus 15, 30
4.
for the first hit.
Okay.
The second one, give me a 19, baby. Give me a 19. 19! That's a crit.
That crits.
Yep, on a 19, baby. Alright, give me all sixes. Okay, maybe not. 8. 12. 16. Doubled. 32 plus 15.
47.
40. Yeah, 7. And we're gonna add another d6 because we're pushing this guy. And that's 4 more points,
Do you get to double that?
I assume.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm gonna smite.
You're gonna throw in a smite? Okay.
I mean, if we're doing it, we're fucking doing it, dude. And that's 2 more d6.
Smite is d8s.
Fuck. Alright. 3, 5, 8, 16. 16 more points.
Hang on. Hill giants are not super strong. Oh my god, he's alive. Okay.
Bless his soul.
But because I had to use, what's it called? I can attack him again because of the critical. And we're using
I mean, that just happens regardless of whether you use Great Weapon Master, but you're right. You do get another swing.
that is 19 total.
That still hits.
Alright. 4, 6, 10, 12. 12 for that one. 12 total for that guy. Oh no, 12 plus 15 is
Yeah, I can tell you the 12 is enough to do this.
okay, cool.
And since... Go ahead.
Go for it. Go do your thing.
Well, I was going to say, since this weapon's new to you, I'm going to tell you what happens here.
I love it.
As this hill giant runs over this bridge, not as large or hardy as his, fire and frost cousins, he holds up this huge rock that he's hoping to bash over the head of whoever's manning the cannon. Varric, you dip up and with a single strike catch him under the ribs, and you can tell that you've pierced his heart. And you watch that he just starts spewing black water from his mouth, and he just gasps at his throat, and you realize that he's drowning right now. And he just looks at you, like eyes locked with terror, as he just kind of like falls to his knees, clutching at his throat, trying to get this water out, but he can't because it's coming from his lungs. And then he just kind of like falls and just scoots himself off the ship to get away from you. Yet you know that's not going to help him as he just drowns. And you feel that presence from within. You just have this sense of like excitement.
Holy fuck shit.
Nothing to see over there. Just perfectly normal kill.
That was totally cool.
You also, I would say Samugi might notice this. Actually, never mind. It wouldn't be relevant here, so I'll move on.
Well,
Okay,
no, so
anything
what's
else?
Twinkie knows?
Nothing. Anything else?
That's all I can do.
Okay.
That's all I got.
That is going to bring us
Ah!
to,
I
who
can
wants to go next?
I'll go.
I will
Um,
go simultaneously. Oh, you're all the way the fuck over there. You're mine. Never mind.
do you need
Sorry.
me to come closer?
Well, it's alright. I'm on the other side of the ship, so go ahead.
I am going to keep controlling water. Just still trying to sink that other ship first.
Okay.
That's my action.
D4 of Destiny.
Come on.
3. They're still up.
Okay. And then, from my understanding, I already cast control water, so I can cast another
You can cast
spell
a
as a
level
bonus
spell.
action. Okay, awesome. I will do a quickened fireball to the sky Oni.
Ooh. Also, you can hit 3 of them.
So, that is dex saves.
I was gonna say I could tank it, but probably not.
You can
Hmm?
also catch the fire giant as well. Although, if you do, you would hit Varric and a crewmate.
Nah, it's cool. Varric's he's tender right now.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, and I have like 12 armor class.
Wait, where's your armor? Oh.
I'm not wearing armor. Because you guys told me, don't wear armor.
Did we?
Stand
I
out."
think I maged over you though.
I don't know how long that
I
lasts.
feel like I remember that.
Yeah, it lasts for 8 hours. You should still have it up.
Oh, so
It
then
doesn't go away.
15.
I mean,
I'm
it's
still-
not. It's not.
I'm significantly more naked than I normally feel.
The
Okay,
save
dex
is.
save.
Yeah. It's 18
not-
right now.
They do not have a great dex save. That's a 5. Ooh, 16
Fail.
and worse. Okay, so what happens to me?
Fireball to the face. Which is gonna be 29 damage.
Yikes. Okay. That's a lot in one turn. All right,
Go to
Cass, you're up.
Looking around the ship and all this stuff, watching Sandara go all X-Men on us. I'm going to quicken spell a dimension door and just sort of like quick turn on my heels and walk into a green vineyard archway, pop up right next to Sandara, and brandish the hand cannon and shoot the Oni that is actually the fire giant.
Okay, I think you have advantage on him.
That is natural 16. 25.
That hits.
Okay. That is nice. 15 bludgeoning and 11 force.
Okay. You watch as there's just an explosion of like orange magma-like blood that comes out of his chest as a projectile just completely pierces through his plate armor.
and I back up a little towards Sundar and try to put myself between her and the Oni.
Okay.
Keep working on that ship. I'll try to get them off you, I guess, if they come.
Got it. Thanks.
That leaves Samugi.
Is the Oni that's closest to me like over the water, or is he over the ship?
He is over the water currently.
Could I like climb up the giant and go for an attack?
Because
him?
he's stunned, I'm not even gonna make you roll. Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna climb. I'm gonna do just that. I'm gonna climb over the giant. I'm gonna attack the Oni. How many D4s do I get for the Titan Butcher on him?
You would get 2.
Okay. And I didn't get a bonus action last time, but I think I forgot that I had multi
No,
attacks.
you didn't get one last time because you were holding an action.
Okay.
So this time
But
you
I
do
get
get.
okay. But I do have multi attack, so I could have hit twice, but right? I have
Yeah.
multi. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna do that. First one is 23.
That hits.
Second one is 26.
Hits.
And you said 3, Titan Butcher?
Yes.
Where's that? So 10, 12, 22, 28, 28, 35, 38 points of damage. And a stunning strike.
Okay. Let's see. How do I do? I got a 14.
Fails.
Okay. So he's also stunned.
Okay. Then I'm gonna... I don't know if I'll need to invert to get back to the ship. But basically...
You don't have to, but you
Okay.
can.
For stylistic reasons, I will invert back to the ship
Okay.
to deal more damage onto the fire giant. I'm gonna do Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
21.
You have advantage on these strikes, by the way.
Oh, nice. And a 27.
Okay. Both hit.
2 d10s. It's 13, 22. 26. 9. 31. 31 points of damage.
Okay. All right.
And I'm going to move, I don't know, back towards the other end of the ship, near the other cannon.
Okay.
Towards me?
Where are
Buddy,
you
buddy.
at?
There's
That's why
other.
we'll go back to back with each other.
Oh no, I meant like towards like the south end of like
Over here.
the can. Yeah, like there.
Oh,
Okay.
whatever,
Sorry.
dude.
Okay. All right. And that is going to bring us to. I think all of you went now. Perfect. At the same time, as you strike the Oni, the captain also took 2 shots. One of them was a natural 20, and he dealt 28 damage to it total. So we're going to go to the Oni.
That one that's stunned, is it still flying?
I was thinking about that. You know, this one will drop into the water, actually.
It's in our water. Games of hell.
This one is going to drop down here. And he is going to drop a... He's going to drop a cone of cold. I need a Constitution saving throw from Varric and 2 crewmates.
And I am resistant to cold. I think. Yes. Still. Um. 22.
Okay, so you succeed. Hang on. I'm gonna find a dice roller, damn it. Alright. I need d8s. 8. Great. So 16, 22, 29 halved to so 14.
And then have that because I'm resistant.
And then you have that.
So 7.
Yep, both crewmates are still up.
Nice. Way to go, crew boys. Avachi, and we'll send you to Davy Jones' locker.
Seeing that you skewered his buddy, he is gonna fly back up here.
Good idea, dude. Wait, did he move out of my melee range?
No, he did not.
Okay. Lucky.
Okay. This one here is going to dip down, and he is also going to cone of cold view from the other angle, so I need another save.
Gracious. Good thing I'm good at Constitution. Yeah, I failed that one.
What'd you roll?
4 plus 7. 11.
Okay. So 20. Oof. 33. 39. So 39 halved to 19.
Yowzers. I might freeze to death, boys and
These
girls.
crewmates are dead.
Oh, we have lost so much crew.
This one is gonna swoop in from behind you then. And he is gonna take his swings with his glaive. Right, so. Oh, that's ass. 11.
Doesn't
And-
hit. And what?
Worse.
Okay.
So he just takes 2 wild swings from behind you, and you just parry both with the colossal weapon easily.
Didn't even have to turn around.
That's the Onis. Athletics check for Mr. Frost Giant. That's a fat old natural 1, so he's going to stay down here and do nothing.
Sorry, bud.
Mr. Oni number 1 down here is stunned.
Is he drowning?
He's not drowning because he's like he can still do things. We changed the way that stun works
That's
in this
right.
campaign. But he can't do anything from down there. The fire giant is also stunned. Although he was stunned until the end of Samuvi's turn, which Samuvi just took. So now he can act.
So get
I'm
ready.
He was like stunned on a reaction. Okay, yeah. So he is gonna rush. Actually, he's gonna fucking. Oh, I want to just annihilate this little gnome or whatever. They're so bad. But no, he's got to go on Smoogie.
So me.
I think it's what he would do is go for Smoogie. Unfortunately, it's not what I would do, but that's a natural 20 for the first hit, and the second is going to be an 18.
They both hit.
Okay, so the natural 20.
Smoothie.
The natural 20 is 49 points of damage.
What kind of damage is it?
Slashing damage. So are you still up?
Yeah.
Okay. Second hit
Oh.
is 25 points of slashing damage.
Moogie's down.
Smoothie.
Alright, gnome down. One more to go.
Why is it always the good gnomes?
That is all of their turns. We're back to you.
Fuck. Does someone want to go before me? I can't do anything to help Smoothie.
I'll get Smoogie. You can go.
Okay, I'm gonna poke this guy right behind me. Poke him good. Does an 18 hit?
An 18 does hit.
Close. Oh, I don't get crits on natural 20s, do I?
You do.
Oh, and 19s?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even better. Natural 20. That's the first time I've ever seen a natural 20 been kind of bummed about it. Because I thought I only got all 19s. I guess we'll do the first attack first.
Sure.
1, 7, 12, 15. So 30 points for the first one. We're gonna smack on a Smite-a-Rooney. And he's a fiend, correct?
He would be a fiend, yes.
We're gonna add the Smite to the natural 20.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. 6 and 5, 11. And 6 is 17. And 6 is 23. Yeah. Okay. And then a D8. 25. 30. 32. 38. Plus 15. Or just double the dice. So 38 is 74. No,
76.
76. And then 15 to that is 91. Hold on. We're gonna add on the stone one. We're gonna get another D6
He's like,
on
I
that.
gotta get to
I'm trying-
Pierce's level of damage.
I want to break 100. I can't do that though. I can't. I don't have enough stuff to do. Actually, I do. I can do it. So that's another 4, and we're also gonna use my last. Well, no, not my last. My second to last superiority die.
Just
So-
hit the.
It's gotta hit 100. What was
Yeah,
that?
well.
90.
So you're at 99.
Oh, okay. 101.
Okay.
Wait, double that too. 10.
3.
This is 2. 104. Yeah, 103. You're right. Sorry.
How do you want to do this?
I'd like to run and skewer him, and just like keep pushing him over the edge of the boat on the other side.
Yeah, you can skewer him, like lift him up, and then just like drop him over the side, and he's there before he hits the water.
I'd like that very much.
With just because of the fact that you broke 100 damage on a single hit and massively overkilled that Oni, because 50 of that damage was unnecessary. Over 50
What?
of it.
He only had 50 HP.
I mean, he took a lot of damage before that.
Oh yeah, the fireball and stuff.
And you hit him with a full hit before that as well. Like, and by the way, these are all great weapon master attacks, by the way. So it's like,
Yeah.
but because of that, I'm gonna give everyone here a D6 inspiration. Just watching Varric like pick up a full-on giant with a spear, with a trident, and just like drop him over the side of the ship dead.
That's my boy.
That's dead.
What else do you land lovers have for me?
I look at the captain of the ship like, see, I told you, we're gonna be fine.
As all of his crew just keep dying off.
One
As
ship
you-
sunk.
Varric, as you say this, as you kind of yell this, you feel this chill down your spine,
Okay.
and you hear a voice that you've never heard before, yet it is so familiar. As the voice just says, "I knew you were worthy."
Thank you.
That is going to. To be fair, you have a bonus action attack and enough movement to make it to this guy over here.
Get that guy.
Okay.
I hope you know the combination to Davy Jones' locker. A total of 19. On
That
that.
hits.
Okay.
Go and roll your damage, and then Cass, Sandara, Samugi, you're all on deck.
8, 9, 13, 15, 28, 20. Yeah, 28.
28. Okay.
Yep.
Seeing his gnomish comrade go down, this gnome is going to take a shiv to the fire giant.
Yes.
Brave man.
Do
Is the
it.
last crew member? Other than the captain?
He's the last non-captain crew member.
Oh my gosh.
And we're all captains.
Protect
He
him.
deals 4 points of piercing damage,
Nice.
and second hit was a natural 1, so his little shiv gets lost in the mangled armor of the fire giant.
Oh.
And he just goes to like pounding on him with his fists and does no damage.
He's gonna make
This
a
guy-
great captain one day.
It will be best
I'll
captain.
say
ever.
the two crew that have gone down to the Cone of Cold, they're down. They're not dead.
We cannot heal people anymore, so they're dead.
Yeah. Well, they might make it.
They might
have
make
death
their
saves.
death saving
Do some
throws.
death saves. The first ones are bad.
Uh-oh. One
So
bad.
Everybody else's death saving
James
throws
bad
are
or
like
just
in the
normal bad?
water, right?
Not James bad, but bad enough to be bad.
They're not even gonna have bodies to take home. I'll go next if that's cool.
Yeah. What do we got?
Roll for ship.
Oh,
Still trying to think it.
roll for shit.
Can I? Because I was going to inspire you.
Oh.
So.
Well,
like-
this is. I don't have to do anything. It's
Okay. You don't need it? Okay.
just a 25% chance.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
it's
by
not a
chance.
Jasmine. I mean, a Sindari thing.
I'll take an inspiration.
Okay.
With that, Sundar, you watch as you push the ship deep enough where, with a snap of your fingers, it has hit the seafloor now. With a snap of your fingers, it could just never come back.
Have them.
And then, well, I
In
have
fact,
to.
let me ask you, how do you want to do this?
Staff him.
I mean, that does sound really cool to just snap and then all of the water just rushes back in. And, like, there's not even screams or anything. The ship is just gone.
Yeah. So you watch as cannons have not been firing because as of the second round that this has happened, those in the hull, like you don't know how many people are on this ship, have been climbing to the surface, and you see a few of them just like madly dive into the whirlpool that's being created by this negative force. And you watch as Sundara just looks it down on them as they look up and find no mercy. As with just a single quick flourish of her hands, there's not a single sound. There's not even any wake that comes out of this thing. There's just this void of water, and in a second, it's filled.
No!
And all was still. Dude, we fucked these people up. We sent a message. There's not even like evidence of these ships. You know, like we fucked them both up.
There's no evidence. That's true.
Yeah, that's so my Discord briefly crashed. I don't know.
Okay.
Did you guys miss that?
We
A
got
little
to, yeah, tail end of it.
We got
Yeah. So basically, there is no evidence that this ship ever existed. There's no wake from what just happened. There's no sound. It just vanishes underwater.
does this phase the Onis at all?
They're too locked in. I mean, there's nothing to notice. Like, I'll say that they don't even notice that this has happened. Because they're focused on you, and then their ship disappeared without a sound. So Sundar, you still have initiative. Are you doing anything else?
I will do a quickened aid to
Okay.
Smoogie, and Varric is too far.
Yeah.
Innate sorcery. I can do 2 meta magics
Oh shit.
on a spell now.
Okay.
That's
So,
You want
That's so
to
cool.
stuff?
new wonky combinations. Woohoo! Let's do quickened, and I think I have extended. Nope, I don't have distant. Wait, do I have distant? I thought I had distant. That's what I wanted. Yes, I have distant. Okay. So it's a 30-foot range. How far is Varric? It's not like it's going to be that helpful. It's like 10 hit points.
It's better than where I'm at.
Okay.
I'll say with the extended spell, I'll say you can hit him with it.
Okay.
Or with the distant spell.
So that is only 10. Yeah, 10 hit points.
Okay. So Samugi, you heal 10 hit points as well.
Do you need some, Cass? It's 3 people total.
I'm fine.
Okay. So you
I'm
go
almost
10.
max health.
Oh, hell yeah. And that's all I've got.
Okay. Cass, you're up.
Man, he is hyped at the destruction that we have just
That you have
wrought
wrought.
upon the bone
Yeah.
keepers. I guess I'm just going to shoot. I'll inspire Varric. As Cass leans over the railing to sort of shoot this. It's a fire giant.
Yep.
The barrel of his gun like clicks back super fast and slows down in reverse and like makes like a ticking clock sound, and it like rings in your head a little bit, Varric, down there. You get a D10 bardic inspiration. And then I'll make an attack against this dude. Is he still stunned?
He's not.
21.
21 hits.
Okay. 14, 14 piercing, then 13 force, and he is primed. So whatever your crit threshold on him is, it goes down by 1.
Ow.
So if you still have 19, crit on him now is 18 for you, Varric.
Does that mean I get crit on 18, 19, and 20?
Yeah,
Against the fire giant.
against the fire giant.
Fuck me, dude.
Okay.
And I'm inspired?
And you are inspired, yes, with the D10, finally.
Nice.
Heck yes.
Samugi, you're up.
I'm still right next to the fire giant, yeah.
Yeah, and you're prone. So if
Okay,
you
so-
get up, he gets to hit you. Unless you have a movement ability or something like that that can allow you to disengage.
Can you inversion back to where you were standing?
No, because I think I can only inversion back to the beginning of where I started my turn.
Oh.
Let's see. Step of the wind.
Step of the wind would do it.
There you go.
Okay. But if I use step of the wind and I attacked him and then I moved out of his area, would he still be able to take a second chance at hitting me?
I think it's just for until the end of the turn. You don't. I think you just don't get opportunities.
Okay.
Because I think you can disengage, hit him, and then still leave.
Okay. So I'll do that. I'll use step of the wind as my
Okay.
my bonus action or whatever.
And just note that on a 19, that's a critical hit for you now.
Okay. 21
Okay.
and a 25.
Both hit.
Okay, so 27 points of damage. And I'm going to run. I'm going to use all my movement to move as far as I can.
First off,
Yeah.
do you want to do this or do you want me to?
Hey,
Oh,
return
Let
from
you
the
get
dead. Fuck 'em up.
What was that, Jess?
I'll let you do it.
Okay. So, as this fire giant is like towering over this tiny gnome, ready to deal the killing blow, he just takes this great sword, flips it so it's blade down, and just gets ready to go in for the killing blow. And as the aid spell of Sindara kicks in, you watch as Samugi's like astral blue eyes just fire open, and he just catches the blade in both hands, and then brings his legs up, and then somehow twists the blade so that the giant kind of falls over to the side, loses balance, and then just like crashes into the side of the stairs, and then with an open palm, Samugi hits him in the side of the head and just pulls $1 million baby on the side of the staircase there.
Oh no.
Oh.
So with
And
that,
then
Alright,
Nice.
2 left.
and this staircase is heavily damaged.
Good thing there's 2 staircases.
Yeah, I'm gonna use all my movement to go as far as I can to the western side of the ship.
Okay.
Or I guess technically the eastern side of the ship. But yeah.
Okay. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh boy.
Please.
Oh man, none of these guys want to be here anymore. Okay.
2 versus 4, baby.
Get to swimming.
Yeah. So.
God, who's that?
Oh wait, and is this the? Okay, so yeah. So I'm gonna say these 2 Oni are. They're gonna turn into black smoke and try to leave.
Damn.
Sayonara.
I really wanted to kill them all, but
Yeah, but then no one would be able to tell the tale.
exactly.
This one here. Oh boy. I'm in danger.
I've been saving a smite for you, buddy. I got 1 spell slot left. It's got your name on it.
Varric, are you looking pretty hurt?
Not great. I will not answer that question.
What a scary question.
The stack is gonna put you down.
Oh, fuck it, I'll try it.
Try it, babe. Let's see what happens.
Okay, so yeah. 3, so do you have more than 46 hit points?
No.
Okay. So you watch as this Oni, as you like slashed it in the back, it turns around, looks at that its ship is gone, and sees the black smoke of its comrades going away. It whispers something in Hangul and makes this motion with its hands.
Is
and
it a
then just,
spell?
Like, takes an open palm. It is a spell.
It's at disadvantage. I have Mage Slayer.
There's no attack roll.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm too far away to help.
It's okay.
He takes an open palm
Mhm.
and kind of just taps you on the head, and you immediately fall asleep.
Asleep? Like, sleepy time or like dead?
You are asleep,
Okay.
and he's gonna fly off in this direction.
Could have been worse.
God, I thought he was gonna take you. Oh man.
Take me
He's
where?
too big.
I don't know.
He's too big. Stay
The frost
chunky.
giant is going to start swimming away.
I could
Okay.
drown him right now.
Do it!
Acceptable.
You could.
I'd say do it.
I mean, to be honest, he's a frost giant wearing heavy armor. The way he's swimming, it doesn't look like he's gonna make it.
He's out in the middle of the ocean. There's no
Yeah,
land.
he's out in the middle.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just.
Let nature take its course.
I've killed too much today. We'll let something else kill him.
What would happen if I had more than 46 points?
You may have been able to. That's how the sleep spell works. It basically is. It works if it hits beyond your hit points.
Oh, okay.
So, Varric, as you are in this deep slumber, you feel yourself on just cold and wet stone cavern stone. And as you slowly get up, you see the trident just kind of in the middle of what you assume is an underwater cave, just kind of floating diagonally in the air. And beyond it, you see a shadow, a silhouette of the kind of humanoid figure of the Kraken that you just slayed. And you don't know how you know this, but somehow you get the sense that somehow, some way, this Kraken lives on in this weapon. And as you kind of look down at yourself, you are currently wearing the armor that was given to you by the Voidwing Sisterhood. And in the presence of this being, you watch as the feathers are beginning to fall off of your armor. And they're slowly shedding. And there is a second silhouette from beyond the cave. With the light from above, the way that the light dances, it confirms your suspicions that you are somehow underwater, as the light is refracting off of dark and deep water right now. You see a short-haired, dark-skinned elf. Just the silhouette of her, but you can just vaguely make out some features. She's hooded. And she just says to you, the Raven Queen. A little unusual to see followers of the Raven Queen. Why would you choose to follow a god like that?
For my son. Who are you?
So, she showed you an image of what your son could have been, and you believed her, because that is what you wanted to see.
No. I touched him. I know the spirit of my son. It was him.
Fair enough. So just for your son, you don't believe in anything that the Raven Queen stands for, then?
To be honest, I don't really know what she stands for. Never really got the formal training.
Well, that is by design. Because if anyone knew what the Raven Queen stood for, no one would follow her. If
What is it
people
then?
understood their history, no one would follow her. A mortal wizard, one of the Netherese, finds a ritual, becomes a god. she takes on the visage of death, and after a while finds that no one wants to follow a god of death. So she chooses a new domain. She chooses the domain of fate, of destiny. And if you ask me, it just gives death and doom another face. One with a lie. Do what you will, but that which lies beneath has given you favor. One would be well to remember that.
What is that? Who are you?
With that, the vision slowly fades away as who would be waking up Varric right now?
I think we would all assume that he might have died, and so kind of just ran over.
Yeah, he's
I
very
definitely would've.
obviously breathing, and with a little bit of stimulation, he shoots up awake.
Bucket of water.
Who? Who bucket
Oh,
of
bucket
water?
of water.
Yeah, you bucket of water to the face. Seawater.
Who's within-
Gently kneeling down and shaking your shoulder.
Who's within arm's reach?
We all
Bucket of water came from me.
are.
Are you within
So-
arm's reach?
Yeah, why not?
I shoot up, grab his throat. Don't know it's him,
Yeah.
but I shoot awake from this vision.
Oh, it's just a joke, man. Hey, come on.
Hey, I just you know, catching a little nap.
Went out for a bit.
Yeah, you know, I was a little tired. Long day. Lots of death.
I'm pretty sure that Oni, like, she touched you and put you to sleep, but
Well, I'll send him a thank you card. Is there somewhere private we can talk, Cass?
probably.
Now we're dragging a kraken body.
This one's dead. I talked to it. Scratch that. I sold it, but it's dead.
Okay.
Just a minute, maybe two.
Okay. We'll just walk over. There's not very many living bodies on the ship anymore. Just somewhere where no one is.
So, you know how I'm doing the whole Raven Queen thing?
Yes.
Cool. And you know how they got the armor and it's got the feathers?
Yeah.
Okay. So, when I got put to sleep, I woke up, well, I had like a vision where I woke up in like an underwater cave and the trident was like floating there and there was like a figure, I couldn't really see it. It's like a humanoid version of the Kraken.
Okay.
And then there was like an elf girl and she was like talking shit about the Raven Queen. And the feathers start to fall off the armor. And she's like, the Raven Queen's the goddess of death. And I kind of assumed that already, seeing as I died and that's when I met her.
I thought everybody kind of knew that.
Apparently she thought everyone thought it was a god of fate. But if you ask me, it's not really different, is it? We're all gonna die. That's the fate, right?
Yeah. Okay. I guess that's what's at the end of the line. I'm looking down at Varric. Is the weapon like fused and attached to his arm?
No.
Okay.
So the tentacles aren't in me anymore?
There are very obviously like these iron eels that are kind of like wrapping, or like slowly roiling around the half, but they
Oh.
haven't. They're not like biting you right now.
Okay. Am I unattuned to the weapon?
No.
Okay. And then she said something about the deep one found favor in me. And I was wondering if you knew anything about that.
Do I? Not great in school. If it's something obscure, I don't know that he would know it, but
Let me. Um,
you know what? Hold on. I don't even know if I'm proficient in history or. Okay, well,
We're a jack of all trades.
yeah, but just like straight up proficient. I am in history, not religion.
you could do a history check here.
Okay. Yikes. Yeah, that's it. Okay. 8.
You have a D6.
I do? Oh. you know,
Everyone does.
Sure. Oh. 14.
Um, it's a little too vague. Like, there's nothing from a history standpoint that you can latch onto here. There would be. It's too vague to get a read on.
Yeah.
What I will say, as you focus on the trident itself, you hear the voice of the drifter in the back of your head. Not like he's talking to you, almost as though you're hearing like him talking to someone else, or like a conversation that you somehow remember that he had. And the words that he uses are these. First, he created the Oberith. Then came the Tenari. And now, the Exarch.
Alright, Varric, there's some weird ass god shit happening.
Excuse me? Weird ass what? Who? God shit?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm hearing the Traveler. In my head, I looked down at my gun. That wasn't you, was it?
There's no response.
Okay.
Again, it's like a. As you think back right now, you almost question whether or not you even heard that, or if you just remember hearing it at some point.
Alright, Captain.
Yep.
So, you know, I went to sleep, I had a vision, blah blah blah.
Nope.
You know I went to sleep.
Nope.
Okay, well I did just a minute ago.
I lost my whole goddamn fucking crew.
Well, you know ocean lore, right?
There's not really a response. He's kind of like a little confused.
So, the elf lady told me that the deep one was looking out for me or something.
Oh, that's it's a good blessing.
What does it mean? Who's the deep one?
Well, no one really knows, but you know, when you're in the shit, every once in a while you say a prayer to him. There's some songs and poems about, you know, hoping it's not the day that he takes you. But maybe a god, maybe a fairy tale, just something you sort of just say to the sea, you know?
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, well, we should probably get back.
Oh yeah, we're moving right now.
When Varric first started this, could I have gone to check on those unconscious guys? Are they alive?
Yeah, good question. Let's check.
Varric, you are a horde of cursed
Yeah, I
energy.
kind of walked away from Varric, like, I'm not gonna be around him while he deals with another
Yeah,
cursed weapon.
No one's telling me this is cursed.
It whispered to you.
You. I feel like
I had
even
a-
without knowing all the visions and stuff, the thing's cursed as fuck.
One of the crewmates, there's a halfling that is very dead. He's
Uh-oh.
like frozen solid. There is a dwarf that kind of gets up and kind of shakes himself off and looks up at you. This is the same dwarf that was like mad ladding it, like jumping onto tentacles and biting him.
Good for this guy.
Yeah.
I will cast aid on 3 of the worst looking crew members.
Are there
think
3 core
There
members?
are exactly 3 crew members.
Wow.
Cool. Just enough to sail the ship.
Sorry that this is all I can do right now, but they get 5 HP. You know, just in case something else comes for us.
You see the dwarf just go, wait. I just wanted to say that, I've been hunting leviathans now for about 6 months, so I've seen a lot of shit. I've lived longer than most.
Oh my god.
But the way that you all just use your strange magic to put a swift end to that thing, and then blow up that one ship, and then sink the other one, is quite a sight to see. And if you ever need a cannon man, or a knife in the dark, you can always call on Harlan.
Thanks, Harlan.
There's a lot of rumors going around you folk saying that you're witches, or that you're trying to burn Langston to the ground, but whatever the case may be, you're alright by my book.
Hell yeah, dude.
Can I walk to the end of the boat?
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw the trident as hard as I can.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
God, this might have been bad. 3.
3.
I'm sorry.
As you go to throw the weapon, you get this stabbing pain in your head, and you watch as you see, like, you don't know how you see this, but you just see this vision of being in the clouds and watching 2 serpents just like destroying each other as they're in total free fall. You watch one of them rip the wings off the second serpent and just cast it into the void. And as it lays there, you're sure it's dead, and you see it move. And you just get this sense of whatever this thing is that has seen you, that has chosen you, this is beyond a simple curse. This isn't a curse that, it's not like you happened to pick up this thing and you were cursed. It is like, this thing saw you, Varric, specifically, and it's not going to let you go that easily.
So it picked me?
And you cannot, in this moment, you cannot bring yourself to part with this weapon.
Can I
Uh, I'm gonna
identify it?
say the rest of you would see this. You watch as Varric takes this trident and like kind of gives it a quick like toss in the air and then goes to throw it, and then just like as he does, you watch as he almost like goes limp and like buries the trident into the deck of the ship and then just like slumps over it for a second.
I just make eye contact with everybody and shake my head.
Guys,
Are you
Guys.
okay?
I think this might be cursed.
Yeah.
Also, it selected me. I didn't pick it. If you
Yeah.
remember,
That one's a little
I
bit
stabbed a regular spear into the Kraken thing,
weird. Yeah.
and this came out.
I'm gonna give it to you. This one's not your fault.
That's very
Thank you.
fair.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just want. Can we get that on the record?
No, absolutely.
Someone,
I
whoever keeps the record. Where's that
Yep.
little guy?
think you're like
The
one.
rest.
This makes you like
Sh-
1 for 3.
Yeah. He's back
Where's
in New Callum, but I'll tell him when we get there.
Oh, I was supposed to stay in New Callum.
Oh.
Could you get that on the record?
At
This
least.
isn't my fault.
I have not stopped writing since all of this has been going on. I find
Oh.
it very fascinating.
Cool.
Perfect.
Hey, you know anything about the deep one?
I cannot swim.
No, it's. I'll take that as a no.
I mean, there's a variety of texts that refer to things like that. The two that come to mind would be a being known as Arabun, one of the creator serpents, and another one that is also known as the Great Old One, which is like seen as the deity slash aberrant being that is like the original aberration.
What can you tell me about it?
Not much is known about it. There's a lot of it's an otherworldly being that some scholars think just eats worlds entirely, and then eventually is going to demolish the entirety of the universe through its voracious hunger.
Like Galactus?
Or
Uh,
like the Faerun?
Like the Ferrum? That's what I meant.
the Faerm in a way would be like it's sort of like an end all of all aberration. So the Faerm would be considered aberration. So very much, yeah, in a way like the Faerm, except it's just one being.
Oh, okay. Like Daddy Ferrum.
I suppose some of what you're saying could also be related to the Prince of the Darkened Depths. Did you see anything about that in your vision?
I saw an elf lady, and then another.
A lot of
Dark.
elves in this world, man.
I know, it's crazy. And then another dark figure. But couldn't really get a good fix on him. He
Well,
seemed to be the manifestation of the Kraken thing we killed.
I'll say this. I do happen to know a lot about krakens because they're fascinating beings, and I could say that a lot of them worship a demon prince that is called the Prince of the Darkened Depths, or otherwise known as Dagon.
Dagon.
Wait, did you
Ah.
say that Krakens worship Dagon?
Many of them do, yeah. He's he is in he is one of the original Oberith.
What the fuck is an Oberith?
Well, an Oberith is a type of demon, an ancient demon
Okay,
that
cool.
have mainly been made extinct by the Tanari, which is the more classic demon that you would encounter.
Who made them?
Great question. Oberiths.
Oberith?
Well, no one exactly knows where they came from. There's some scholars that believe that Dagon was perhaps the first Oberith. There are records that state that when the first beings set foot in the abyss, thinking that they had discovered it, those beings eventually became demons, or were considered the first demons, as those lost souls just found themselves in that space. However, there are texts that describe that when those lost souls found their way into the abyss and became the first Overth, there was a being that was already there, and that being would be
Dagon. Okay.
He's now known as an oracle to those that are in the abyss.
What's an oracle?
An oracle.
Okay.
He's seen as being very wise, and he even sometimes supposedly offers his counsel to other demon princes, believe it or not, such as Demogorgon, and there's other ones too, but there's some that think that Dagon is sort of the mastermind behind all that goes on in the abyss.
So
Or it
Dagon
could just be like a sea demon too.
is probably not like buddy with the Raven Queen.
Probably not. I don't
Cool.
know that. Yeah.
Have you ever heard of someone stabbing a regular spear into the eye of a kraken and pulling out this crazy ass trident?
Oh, sure. That sort of thing's well documented in the literature.
How do I get rid of it?
Well, if you are tying this specific artifact to the Prince of the Darkened Depths, do you mind if would someone identify it for me and tell me what its name is?
Yeah, I'll take out the monocle and identify it.
Okay. You share the information with him, and he just goes, yeah. So this is this artifact is known as the Embrace of the Uncaring Sea, and you don't have to carry it on you all the time. It is cursed, but you cannot willfully unattune from it. Now, what you could do, not that this has ever been done before, but you could find the highest mountain in the driest peak and leave it there unsheltered for 100 years, at which point it will be destroyed.
Yeah, that seems
won't-
pretty reasonable.
Cool, I like it. Only problem,
It
I
has to
won't.
be interrupted for 100 years, by the way, so you can't put a cloth over it and then take it off, because that'll reset the timer.
Can we put like a fence around it though?
Sure, yeah, as long as it's exposed.
There is an issue with that. Will I still be cursed?
After the 100 years, no.
I won't live that long
Of course, yes.
because I'm
Then
not.
I would recommend talking to like a cleric or a medicine person or someone that deals with curses. I just document things I find fascinating.
No, I'm. Thank you very much for the 100-year plan.
No, that's just their text that describe this weapon, and it's like that's how you destroy it.
No, I thank you for the information. Should I know anything else about it? What kind
I
of
mean-
curses?
Should you? Yes, but do you want to? Probably not.
I do want to.
Well, how much time do you have? I'll talk about this all day.
What are the big issues I'm going to run into? You said it was cursed, so I assume there's
You
some kind of like.
Interestingly enough, Dagon is one of the demon princes that is sometimes seen as like not 100% evil, although he does try to destroy the prime material plane once every 720 years.
When's the next attempt?
We are,
Wouldn't you know it?
yeah. We
Pulls
are
out the
due.
checklist of things that are
no.
gonna ruin our
No.
life.
No one talks about this, and it's like he knows that people are gonna forget, and it's on the dot, give or take
So-
5 or so years.
Is the emergence of this weapon a sign that that's happening, or
It's
just
gotta
gonna?
be. It's gotta be.
Sure, Alara would say it is.
Oh, cool.
Well, also, interestingly enough, the way that this weapon works is typically whoever wields it is considered to be the champion of Dagon, and then whoever slays that champion will then inherit the weapon. and the soul of all the champions that came before it are bound to the weapon itself.
Oh no, I
So
didn't
you
want
may
that.
hear the creepy voice of a kraken in your head at some point. That will be the kraken that you have slain. That was the previous champion of Dagon.
So,
How come I
as
can't
the
just...
champion of Dagon, is he partially like? Does he have a role in destroying the world, or the? I'm sorry, the material plane.
Do I get Kraken powers?
We're gonna have to kill you.
Well, one at a time. I'll say no one fully understands Dagon's plots and plans. And by destroying the material plane, that's kind of a harsh term. It's less destroy and more put all the land parts underwater.
Okay.
Eric, that's not better.
Well, there's plenty of things that live under the ocean that would be unharmed.
Yeah.
There's plenty of things that don't. That would be.
I'm
There's
not
a
saying...
word for it. I think it was called like the world tide or something like that.
I'm not saying it's the
I'll look
best
into it.
option, but it's better than no world.
It's reasonable. Okay, you know, it's reasonable.
I mean,
Like-
if we think that that's reasonable, then we should just assume the mantle of Karsus and figure out the Faerun thing. That's fine too, then.
Well, that just kills everybody. Okay.
Well, no, there's some people on the other side that'll be fine.
I'll
just
just say
saying.
this just because you have all done some dealings with the Sea of Swords, but interesting little tidbit is that their deity, the lesser sea god known as Valkyr, was also supposedly a champion of Dagon. Little fun factoid for you.
Does that mean I get to be in charge of Sea of Swords?
I'm not the one. I'm the book guy, so you know I don't.
Okay.
Do you
Wait,
think
does that
you
mean
could-
I can hear from Valkyr?
Does it mean you can what?
Hear from Valkyr? Their souls in the soul.
I keep track of interesting things. I've got about a paragraph on Valkyr. He's a footnote in a chapter on many sea deities.
No. You're not listening to me. You said that the souls of all the previous champions were in...
Oh, gotcha.
Shrines.
So, my interpretation of how that works is that when you die, the soul of the kraken that you slayed, whatever his or her name would just be exiled to the abyss, where that's where they would exist, and then you would be the one piloting the trident. And then when someone else killed that one, then you would be sent to the abyss, where you would take on a whole new form in the realm of chaos and in the Shadow Sea.
Oh, awesome. What happens to the Kraken soul if we put it on the hill for 100 years?
It probably gets obliterated.
Oh. I don't want to get obliterated.
I mean, the abyss could be cool.
I mean, the way you described it sounds not cool.
You know, there's many interpretations of all this. It also could all be bullshit. Who knows?
So as of right now, there's no like present curses I should worry about. Like I'm not gonna grow an extra leg or something.
I would say I've never seen a weapon more cursed than that.
Okay, so what's gonna happen to me?
I don't know. I'm not. I just know what's in the book. I got the 100-year thing, and that's it.
You said I could talk about this for hours.
Oh, I can talk about the lore part. I don't know what's gonna happen. The application part. There's always. It's never a one for one.
Okay, thank you so much. You've got a plethora of knowledge.
Thank you. Adding to it every day.
Yeah. I'll keep it on, Coast Symptoms, if you'd be interested.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Let me know. I'll document it.
Cool. So far, can't get rid of it. Tried to throw it, didn't go anywhere.
Well, you could probably try again at some point. It'd probably be fine.
I try to throw it immediately.
Well, what I would say is, even if you do part from it, it's likely until someone can help you, it's probably going to be bound to you, one way or another.
Physically?
More of a spiritual sort of thing.
No. Even worse.
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
But yeah, have fun. So with that, as Varric finishes his conversation with Leopold, you all head back into port. There are no more ships that are out at this time of day, and you slowly make your way back to home base with this Leviathan in tow. You notice that on the docks there is a welcoming party ready for you. People are looking so excited that the ship even came back. And as you are just about to pull in,
We have non-detection on, I'd like to say.
okay, as you're about to pull in, Varric,
Yes.
you hear from the Kraken itself within your head.
Yeah, cool. What's it say?
It says, "Save my bones and build a shrine." And
The fuck?
with that, we're gonna end the session and
Oh,
go next week.
Jesus, bro, you're making a cult.
Not on
Save
purpose.
my bones.
I'm not gonna do it.
You are.
Why
Oh,
not?
come on, why not? You gotta.
Fine. I'll save some bones. God, you guys are.
It didn't say
bad.
save some of my bones. It said save my bones.
You didn't say save all
Get-
my bones.
Get all my bones.